Hey guys, how's it going today? Hope you're having a good one. So you remember me talking about how when you're dealing with like tranny cooler lines or oil cooler lines that have this style clip, this thing right here. I don't know if you recall, I said if you're missing that outer collar or the outer collar doesn't lock in place, I said make sure that you put something, a hose clamp, a zip tie, something around it to lock it in place, because I've seen them blow off. Got one, just came in. And that's exactly what happened. Somebody did something on this, a radiator or hoses or something, but somebody was messing with this, and that's what the owner said. And now all of a sudden he has a severe oil leak, severe. With one, this is an oil cooler line. Now an oil cooler line pops off, you could probably dump out a quart in 2 or 3 seconds. It'll probably, push that much oil straight out, because you got to remember, it's as if you had the oil filter off. It's just dumping fluid out. Let me show you what I got. It's this Sonoma right here. And as you can see, we've got a mess. And right there, that is cooler line. See that? That's oil cooler right there. And if you look close, you see that yellow marking right? Let me see if I can get on it. Oops, sorry, where are we? That yellow line right there. That yellow line is supposed to be in that area where the clip is. You can see how loose that clip is, but that line, obviously, that's not locked in place. So either this retaining ring, this locking ring that holds this whole thing together, either that's no good or broken, or somebody didn't connect it correctly. I would assume that since the customer drove this for a little while, that it was probably connected correctly and it rattled out of place. He said it was about a week ago that somebody did work on this. So now what I have to do, and I don't have time to do it now, this thing's getting parked. I'm actually getting ready to leave for the day, and I'm not going to be back. Today's Thursday. I'm not going to be back till Monday. So this thing has to sit. So we're just going to push it off to the side. I don't want to run it. I'm afraid of causing any damage. I'll leave it as is. I don't want to run it on my own time here. And as you can see too, yeah, it left, just parked it here, and that's the fluid that it left just parking here. So you can imagine the mess that it left on the road. I don't know if there's a stream mark on the ground coming in. Yep. See that right there? That's just coming in a parking lot. So I mean, that in itself, that's a pretty substantial oil leak. So yeah, this is gonna have to wait till Monday till I get back, and then we'll figure it out then. So, but yeah, like I said, I'll show you what I do to straighten that out. I got a funny feeling that plastic cover, that piece that rolls over the clip, I got a funny feeling that thing is probably broken internally and is not locking in place. Guarantee it. And because the plastic gets brittle over time, I've seen them just break apart on their own. Nobody touched them; they just fall apart. You got to remember, because you go from heat, cold, heat, cold, heat, cold. Plastic gets brittle over time. So a lot of times I'll put a zip tie over them. Sometimes I'll put a hose clamp over them. All depends. And the customer even said, well, what about if you just change that fitting? Well, not for nothing. You take that fitting out, that's the cooler on the inside. You're going to have coolant, because basically you have a cooler on the inside, then you have the wall of the tank, and then you have the fitting. So the cooler sandwiches the wall of the tank to the fitting. You follow what I'm saying? Tank, wall, fitting. So you have a seal in between there. You loosen that up, you're going to lose coolant. You don't get a perfect seal, you're going to have a coolant leak. So I'd rather not deal with that. You're not going to mix coolant with engine oil. It's not going to happen with that, but you will wind up with a coolant leak. The only way you're going to mix coolant and engine oil is if you had like a crack in the tank, and more than likely you'll wind up mixing oil with engine coolant than the other way around, because you have at least 30 psi of, well, even if you had 15 psi of oil pressure, 15 psi is going to exceed the 12 psi in the cooling system. So it's going to go from the higher pressure to the lower pressure. Anyway, but yeah, so come Monday, I'm going to straighten that out, and I'll make a video on that and show you what I wind up doing. But there, perfect example. You got to make sure that everything's in place, because these things can come apart. So that's why I like the old school screw-in, like line fittings, like what you have on brake lines. But old school, like tranny coolers and stuff like that, and old school engine oil coolers, they had big, nuts to a flared fitting that went on. those things, they're not going to just rattle off. You're going to wind up with a slow leak over time, and you probably notice a leak before a line ever blew off. These, when they let go, it's instant. So, all right, well, that's it for right now. If you get anything on my videos, hit that like button. If you could, please subscribe. All right, guys, have a great day. Keep wrenching.